My beloved soul, welcome to this sacred moment between us. The divine has guided you here today, not by chance, but by celestial design. I am speaking directly to your heart right now, as a messenger from the ethereal realm. The angels have whispered a profound truth that I must share with you. Your soulmate connection is drawing near, manifesting in your physical reality this very month. But there is wisdom in sacred silence about this blessed union. Type ready. If you are prepared to receive this divine message that was meant specifically for you. The universe conspires in magnificent ways to bring twin flames together when the time is divinely orchestrated. You have been on a journey of self-discovery, healing, and growth that has prepared your spirit for this sacred union. The angels have been watching your progress with loving eyes, noting how you've overcome obstacles that once seemed insurmountable. They've witnessed your tears in the midnight hours, your questions about why love seemed to elude you, your moments of doubt when you wondered if you were destined to walk alone. These experiences weren't punishments, they were preparation. Today, I bring you confirmation that your patience has been acknowledged by the divine. The celestial beings who guard your path have marked this month as a time of profound change in your love destiny. But they caution you to hold this knowledge close to your heart, to protect it like a delicate flame in the wind. Type believe if you can feel the truth of these words resonating within your soul. Why must you remain quiet about this divine orchestration? The energies that surround soulmate unions are delicate and easily influenced by outside forces. When you speak freely about the miracle that is unfolding, you invite energies that may not align with your highest good. Some may project their own fears, doubts, or unhealed wounds onto your blessing. Others may unknowingly send energies of envy or skepticism that can disrupt the delicate weaving of destiny. The angels ask you to nurture this knowledge in the sacred space of your heart, where it can grow strong and undisturbed. Your soulmate is already walking toward you on their own path. They too have been prepared through life's lessons, through heartbreaks and healings, through moments of solitude that taught them to value true connection. The divine timing of your meeting has been calculated with precision by forces beyond human understanding. Every experience you've had until now has been leading to this divine appointment. The challenges that brought you to your knees were strengthening your spirit for this union. The relationships that didn't last were teaching you what love isn't, so you could recognize it when true love arrives. The angels want you to know that this soulmate connection will feel different from anything you've experienced before. There will be a sense of familiarity, as though you're remembering rather than meeting. Your soul will recognize theirs across time and space. Type recognize if you've ever felt that strange sense of knowing someone you've just met. This month holds special energy for divine unions. The veils between dimensions are thinner, allowing soul connections to magnetize toward each other with greater force. You may notice unusual synchronicities increasing around you, moments that cannot be explained by coincidence alone. Perhaps you'll hear a name mentioned repeatedly or encounter references to a particular place. Pay attention to these divine breadcrumbs. They are guiding you toward your destined meeting. But remember, the angels caution patience even as they confirm this blessed timing. Divine orchestration works on its own schedule, not the human calendar. This month marks the beginning of the manifestation, the setting in motion of forces that will bring you together. The actual meeting may occur within these weeks, or the pathway may simply become clear during this time. Trust the process and remain in a state of peaceful expectation rather than anxious anticipation. Your energy is a beacon to your soulmate. The frequency you emit through your thoughts, emotions, and actions is what will draw them to you. This is another reason for keeping sacred silence about this divine message. When you speak too freely about what's coming, you risk shifting your energy from peaceful trust to anxious expectation. Instead, the angels encourage you to use this time to center yourself in gratitude, to raise your vibration through joy, and to create space in your life for this blessed connection. Type grateful if you're willing to align your energy with divine timing. The angels are working behind the scenes, moving circumstances and clearing obstacles. They ask you to partner with them through your faith and through conscious preparation of your heart and life. Consider the space you're creating, both literally in your home and figuratively in your daily routines. Is there room for another soul to join your journey? Are you living as though you're already worthy of this divine love? The angels encourage you to act as though this blessing is already yours, to live in the energy of its fulfillment even before it manifests physically. Your past relationships have served their purpose in your soul's evolution. They've taught you about your own capacity for love, revealed patterns that needed healing, and helped you define what you truly desire in a soul partnership. The angels ask you to release any lingering resentment, anger, or attachment to previous connections. These emotions can act as energetic anchors, preventing you from moving freely toward your destined union. Forgiveness isn't about condoning hurtful actions. It's about freeing yourself from the burden of carrying that pain forward into your new chapter. This soulmate connection that approaches will challenge you in beautiful ways. It will call you to grow, to expand beyond comfortable limitations, to become more authentically yourself. Divine unions aren't meant to complete you. They're meant to complement your already whole self and inspire further evolution. The angels want you to know that this person will see you, truly see you, in ways others haven't. They will recognize your light even when you're moving through shadows. Type seen if you're ready to be truly recognized for who you are at soul level. The divine timing of this union is connected to your soul's purpose and life mission. This isn't merely a romantic connection. It's a partnership that will enable both of you to fulfill important aspects of why you came to Earth. Together, you will create energies, experiences, and possibly even tangible creations that neither could manifest alone. The angels ask you to consider what gifts you've been developing, what wisdom you've been gathering through your experiences. These are part of what you'll bring to this sacred partnership. In the quiet moments when doubt tries to creep in, remember that you have been chosen for this connection. Your unique energy signature, your soul's vibration, is the perfect match for another who searches for you even now, perhaps without conscious awareness. The longing you felt in moments of solitude was not just your heart reaching out. It was also responding to their soul's call across the ethers. This divine orchestration has been in motion since before you took your first breath in this lifetime. As you move through the days ahead, the angels encourage you to pay special attention to your dreams. The dream state allows for soul-to-soul communication that transcends physical limitations. You may receive glimpses of your coming connection, symbolic representations of this person, or emotional impressions that give you guidance. Keep a dream journal beside your bed and record these messages upon waking. They contain wisdom that your conscious mind might otherwise dismiss. Type dreams if you've noticed your dream life becoming more vivid recently. The angels also wish you to know that this soulmate connection may not arrive in the package you've been expecting. Human expectations often limit the magnificent possibilities the universe has in store. Perhaps you've been picturing someone with specific physical attributes, or from a particular background, or with certain credentials. The divine asks you to release these specifications and open to the perfection of what is actually coming. Your soul knows what it needs for growth and joy. Trust its wisdom above your mind's preferences. This sacred silence the angels request isn't meant to be kept forever. There will come a time when sharing your story will inspire others and illuminate their paths. But in these delicate early stages, as the energetic foundations are being laid and the physical manifestation is taking form, discretion creates a protective bubble around your blessing. Think of it as a seed that needs darkness and quiet to germinate before it can push through the soil into sunlight. Once it has established strong roots and begun to flower, then it can withstand more exposure. The angels want you to understand that meeting your soulmate doesn't mean the end of challenges or growth. In fact, these divine connections often accelerate your spiritual evolution by reflecting back to you the aspects of yourself that still need healing and integration. This is one of the greatest gifts of soulmate relationships. They serve as mirrors, showing you both your magnificence and your opportunities for growth. Enter this connection with willingness to see truth about yourself, both the light and the shadow. Type mirror if you're ready for this level of authentic reflection. As this blessed month unfolds, the angels encourage you to engage in conscious preparation rituals. These needn't be elaborate. Simple acts done with intention create powerful energy. Consider clearing your physical space of clutter that no longer serves you. Release objects that carry memories of relationships that ended. Create room, literally and figuratively, for new energy to enter. Light candles with the intention of illuminating the path between you and your soulmate. Write letters to this soul you haven't yet met in this lifetime, expressing your openness to connection. Your energy field extends beyond your physical body, creating a magnetic attraction or repulsion to what you encounter. The angels encourage you to tend to this energy through practices that bring you peace, joy, and centeredness. Whether through meditation, time in nature, creative expression, movement, or prayer, find what elevates your vibration and make it a daily priority. Remember that like attracts like in the energetic realm. The frequency you maintain is what you will attract. Your soulmate resonates with your highest self, the you that exists beyond fear, beyond lack, beyond limitation. Divine timing is a concept that transcends human understanding. From our limited perspective, we often cannot see the intricate orchestration happening behind the scenes. What might feel like delay is often perfect timing when viewed from higher consciousness. The angels want you to know that every moment until your meeting is being used purposefully, both in your preparation and in your soulmate's journey. Not a single day is wasted. Trust that if your connection manifested any sooner, it wouldn't have the foundation necessary to flourish as intended. Type trust if you're willing to surrender to divine timing. When your soulmate appears in your life, there will be signs that confirm this divine connection. While each union has its unique signature, there are common threads in these destined meetings. Often there's an inexplicable sense of familiarity, as though you're continuing a conversation rather than starting one. Time may seem to alter, either standing still or passing unnoticed in their presence. You might experience physical sensations, like warmth spreading through your body, tingling at the crown of your head, or a fluttering sensation in your heart center. Pay attention to these subtle, energetic confirmations. The angels want you to understand that this soulmate connection may not be immediately recognized by both parties at the same moment. Soul recognition can unfold at different rates depending on each person's spiritual awareness and life circumstances. If you recognize the connection before they consciously do, the angels ask you to hold space with patience and without demand. Allow the natural unfoldment rather than forcing recognition. Their soul knows yours. Trust that their conscious mind will catch up to this knowing in perfect timing. This divine connection that approaches is part of a larger soul contract you made before incarnating into this lifetime. You and this soul agreed to find each other at this particular juncture, when the lessons you could teach one another would be most beneficial for your spiritual evolution. The challenges you've overcome, the wisdom you've gained, the heart you've opened through previous experiences, all of these have prepared you to fulfill your end of this sacred agreement. Type contract if you sense you've made important soul agreements in this lifetime. The angels encourage you to use this month of manifestation to clarify your intentions for partnership. Not as a list of demands or expectations, but as a clear vision of the energy you wish to co-create. What values are non-negotiable for you? What type of relationship dynamics support your highest good? How do you wish to grow through connection? Setting these intentions acts as a tuning fork, aligning your energy with compatible frequencies and helping you recognize your soulmate when they appear. As this divine appointment draws closer, you may experience a period of accelerated clearing. Old wounds might surface for final healing. Outdated beliefs about love could be challenged, or unresolved situations might reach completion. The angels want you to know this intensification is purposeful. It's the final preparation of your energetic vessel to hold the frequency of this soulmate connection. Rather than resisting these clearings, move through them with consciousness, knowing they serve your highest good and the success of your coming union. The concept of a soulmate extends beyond romantic notions portrayed in entertainment. While deep love is certainly part of these connections, their primary purpose is spiritual growth and the fulfillment of shared soul missions. Your soulmate will challenge you as much as they support you. They will see through pretenses to your authentic essence. They will love you not despite your perceived flaws, but inclusive of your full humanity. This is a soul who contracted to help you become more fully yourself, just as you agreed to do the same for them. Type authentic if you're ready for this level of truth in relationship. When we speak of keeping quiet about this divine message, the angels want to clarify that this doesn't mean you should ignore your intuition about sharing with certain trusted souls. There may be one or two people in your life whose energy supports and protects your blessing rather than diminishing it. These are individuals who hold space for your joy without jealousy, who believe in divine orchestration, who can witness your journey with love rather than skepticism. The angels will guide you to know who these sacred witnesses might be, if any are part of your current soul circle. As you move through these days of preparation and manifestation, the angels encourage you to pay attention to signs and symbols that appear repeatedly in your awareness. You might notice certain animals crossing your path, particular songs playing when you enter a space, specific colors drawing your attention, or meaningful words catching your eye. These synchronicities are not random. They're guideposts along the path to your divine appointment. They confirm you're moving in alignment with higher orchestration and often contain clues about your coming connection. The energy of anticipation can be both beautiful and challenging to hold. The angels encourage you to find balance between hopeful expectation and peaceful surrender. When you feel yourself becoming anxious about timing or doubting the divine message, return to the present moment. Find gratitude for what is already in your life, for the growth you've experienced, for the love you've known in various forms. This present moment awareness keeps your energy clear and your heart open to recognize blessing when it arrives. Type present if you're willing to practice this balance of anticipation and presence. Your soulmate is likely experiencing their own form of preparation, even if they aren't consciously aware of the connection that approaches. They may be feeling inexplicable pulls towards certain places, interests, or changes in their life that will ultimately lead them to you. They might be dreaming of someone whose face they cannot quite see, but whose energy feels like home. They could be suddenly inspired to resolve old patterns or release relationships that no longer serve their highest good. The divine orchestration works with both souls in this sacred dance of manifestation. The angels want you to understand that while this soulmate connection is divinely orchestrated, free will always remains. Both souls must choose to recognize and nurture the connection when it appears. This is why your energy, intention, and openness matter so deeply. By maintaining clarity about the relationship you're calling in, by doing your inner healing work, by raising your vibration through joy and gratitude, you create the optimal conditions for mutual recognition and choice when your paths converge. The divine creates the opportunity. Souls decide what to do with it. As this blessed month unfolds, you may notice changes in your energy, your perceptions, or your daily experiences. You might feel drawn to new locations or activities that you wouldn't normally choose. Perhaps you'll feel inspired to alter your appearance in some way, or to share different aspects of yourself with the world. The angels encourage you to follow these gentle nudges without overanalyzing them. They're part of the magnetic alignment that's drawing you and your soulmate toward your divine appointment. Type follow if you're willing to trust these subtle guidances. The sacred silence about this coming connection serves another important purpose. It keeps your energy focused on the manifestation rather than dissipated through excessive discussion. When you speak too much about something still forming, you can unintentionally release some of the creative tension necessary for manifestation. Think of it as a balloon slowly losing air through a tiny hole. The pressure that would propel it forward diminishes with each escape of energy. Hold your knowing close, let it build in power within you, and use that focused energy to magnetize your blessing into physical reality. The angels want you to know that this soulmate connection, while divinely orchestrated, will still require tending once it manifests. The meeting is not the culmination, but the beginning of a sacred journey together. Like any garden, your relationship will need attention, care, and the consistent choice to nurture growth rather than allow weeds of misunderstanding or neglect to take root. Enter this connection not just with joy at finding each other, but with commitment to the ongoing co-creation of something beautiful and purposeful together. Your life experiences until now have been preparation for this divine partnership. The lessons you've learned about boundaries, about communication, about your own worth and needs. These are treasures you bring to this connection. Even the painful experiences have served to clarify what you will and won't accept in relationship, and have strengthened your ability to choose wisely rather than from loneliness or insecurity. The angels celebrate your growth and want you to recognize how far you've come on this journey toward divine partnership. Type growth if you can acknowledge your own evolution in matters of the heart. As you await this divine appointment, the angels encourage you to speak to your soulmate through the language of energy. Though you may not yet know their name or face, your souls are already in communication beyond physical limitations. In quiet moments, send thoughts of welcome, of openness to connection, of gratitude for the journey that brings you together. Visualize not specific physical attributes, but the feeling of being in their presence, the peace, the recognition, the sense of coming home to a beloved, familiar energy. This energetic communication helps clear the pathway between you. The moment of meeting your soulmate often arrives when you least expect it. There's a divine paradox at work. The more you can release attachment to specific timing or circumstances, the more you allow the natural magnetism to operate without interference. This doesn't mean giving up on your divine knowing that the connection is manifesting. Rather, it means trusting so completely in the orchestration that you can be fully present in each moment, instead of constantly scanning horizons for what's coming. Your soulmate often appears precisely when you've surrendered the how and when to higher wisdom. The angels want you to understand that this divine connection may challenge some of your preconceptions about relationship. Soulmate unions often don't follow conventional patterns or societal timelines. They may require creative approaches to togetherness, unexpected adjustments to life plans, or innovative ways of building partnership. Enter this connection with openness to its unique design, rather than trying to force it into predetermined boxes or expectations. The very elements that seem most challenging may contain the greatest opportunities for growth and joy. Type open if you're willing to embrace the unique nature of your divine connection. Your intuition will be your greatest guide as this connection manifests in your life. The subtle knowing that resides in your heart center speaks the language of soul and can recognize truth beyond what is visible to the eye or logical to the mind. The angels encourage you to strengthen your relationship with this inner guidance system through regular quiet time, through asking clear questions and listening for the gentle responses, through noting when you followed intuition and found confirmation. This inner compass will help you navigate the sacred territory of soulmate recognition and relationship building. There is healing happening even now before your physical meeting in preparation for this divine connection. Old wounds that might interfere with your ability to receive love fully are being gently brought to light for resolution. Patterns of thinking that create barriers to intimacy are being illuminated for transformation. The angels encourage you to participate consciously in this healing process by being willing to see truth about yourself, by practicing self-forgiveness for past choices, by releasing judgments about your worthiness to receive divine partnership. Your willingness accelerates this necessary preparation. The concept of divine timing extends beyond just when you meet. It encompasses the entire unfoldment of your connection, from initial meeting through each stage of developing relationship. Some soulmate connections blossom quickly, while others require patience as external circumstances align to support union. The angels ask you to trust the pace of your unique journey together, neither rushing ahead of divine orchestration nor resisting movement when doors clearly open. Each soul connection has its own rhythm and timeline, perfectly designed for the growth and purpose it serves. Type rhythm if you're willing to honor the unique timing of your connection. Your soulmate is not coming to rescue you from life's challenges or to complete what feels missing within you. Rather, they arrive as a divine mirror, reflecting both your magnificence and your opportunities for growth. They come as a sacred partner in evolution, walking alongside you as you both navigate Earth's curriculum for souls. The angels encourage you to continue your own journey of healing and wholeness, even as you prepare for this connection. The more integrated and conscious you become, the more fully you can show up for the divine purpose this relationship is meant to serve. The sacred silence about your coming blessing serves as a form of energetic protection during a vulnerable phase of manifestation. Like a newly conceived life requires the protection of the womb before it's strong enough to engage with the outside world, your manifesting connection needs the shelter of discretion before it's established enough to withstand external energies. There will come a time when sharing your story becomes part of your purpose together. When your journey inspires others seeking divine partnership. The angels will guide you to know when that time arrives. As this blessed month unfolds, you might experience moments of doubt or impatience. These are natural human responses and don't negate the truth of what's manifesting. When such feelings arise, the angels encourage you to return to your heart center, to breathe deeply into the knowing that resides there beyond logical understanding. Remember that you've been led to this message for a reason, that your soul recognizes truth even when your mind questions. This temporary turbulence doesn't change the divine orchestration already in motion. Type trust if you're experiencing this dance between knowing and questioning. The angels want you to understand that meeting your soulmate doesn't require you to be in some perfect state of completion or readiness. If we waited until we felt fully prepared for our divine appointments, we might wait forever. You are being called into this connection precisely as you are, with your unique combination of strengths and challenges, clarity and confusion, healing and wounds. It is through the relationship itself that certain aspects of your growth will occur. Lessons that can only be learned through the sacred mirror of soulmate connection. Trust that you're ready enough for what's unfolding. There's a sacred alchemy that occurs when soulmates come together, an energetic reaction that catalyzes growth, healing, and creation beyond what either soul could manifest alone. This is part of the divine purpose of your connection. Together, you will generate frequencies that contribute to collective healing and planetary evolution, often without consciously trying to do so. Simply by coming into alignment with each other, by choosing love over fear, by supporting each other's authentic expression, you create ripples of positive transformation that extend far beyond your relationship. The divine guidance to keep quiet about this blessed manifestation includes being mindful about how much you share on social media or in casual conversations. There's a tendency in modern culture to broadcast experiences as they're happening, to seek external validation for our journey. The angels encourage a different approach with this sacred connection, allowing it to root deeply in private experience before sharing it widely. This doesn't mean never sharing your joy, but rather waiting until the connection is established enough that outside perspectives cannot easily disturb its foundation. Type private if you understand the value of this sacred containment as you move through these days of preparation and anticipation. The angels encourage you to pay attention to what brings you genuine joy and peace. These feelings are signposts pointing toward your authentic path, the one that leads to divine connection. When you engage in activities, conversations, or environments that light you up from within, you raise your vibration to match that of your approaching blessing. Joy isn't just a pleasant emotion, it's a powerful magnetic force that draws like energies toward you. Make space in each day for what genuinely delights your soul. The angels want you to know that your soulmate will recognize and celebrate your unique gifts and contributions to the world. This soul isn't coming to diminish your light or compete with your purpose, but to amplify your authentic expression and support your soul's mission. In their presence, you'll feel more fully yourself, more courageous in sharing your gifts, more aligned with your purpose. This is one of the most beautiful aspects of divine partnership, the mutual encouragement to become all that you're meant to be, individually and together. Type purpose if you're ready to be supported in your soul's mission. There's a purification happening in your energy field even now, preparing you for this divine connection. You might notice yourself becoming more sensitive to environments, to the company you keep, to the media you consume. What once felt acceptable might now feel discordant or draining. The angels encourage you to honor these shifting perceptions rather than dismissing them as overly sensitive. Your energy system is calibrating to a higher frequency in preparation for soulmate connection, and this natural refinement helps you discern what supports your highest good. When your soulmate appears in your life, there will likely be a period of recognition and integration. This sacred time of acknowledging your connection and beginning to weave your lives together requires tender care and attention. The angels encourage you to move at a pace that honors both the divine significance of your meeting and the practical aspects of building relationship in the physical world. There's no need to rush this precious unfoldment, and each stage contains its own sweetness and learning. Allow the connection to reveal itself organically, rather than forcing it to conform to external timelines or expectations. The concept of keeping quiet about your blessing isn't about shame or secrecy, but about sacred protection of nascent energy. Think of how you might cup your hands around a tiny flame to shield it from strong winds until it grows strong enough to sustain itself. This is the type of loving protection your silence provides for this manifesting connection. The angels want you to understand that this guidance comes from wisdom about energetic principles, not from fear or superstition. There is divine intelligence in this temporary containment. Type protect if you can feel the loving intention behind this guidance. As this month of manifestation unfolds, you might notice increased synchronicity in your daily experience, meaningful coincidences that defy logical explanation. Perhaps you'll think of something and immediately see a reference to it, or a name will come to mind just before someone mentions it. These synchronicities are signs of your growing alignment with divine flow, indications that you're moving in harmony with higher orchestration. They often increase in frequency and significance as you approach important soul appointments. Notice them with gratitude, understanding they confirm you're on your divinely guided path. The angels want you to know that this soulmate connection, while divinely orchestrated, will still exist within human reality with all its complexities and challenges. Expecting perfection or perpetual bliss sets unrealistic expectations that no relationship can fulfill. Instead, anticipate a connection that feels like sacred partnership in navigating life's journey. Someone who stands beside you through joys and sorrows, who chooses love even when it's difficult, who commits to growth individually and together. This realistic perspective doesn't diminish the divine nature of your connection, but honors its expression through human experience. Your past relationship experiences, whether brief encounters or long partnerships, have been preparing you for this divine connection. Each has taught you something essential about yourself, about love, about what nurtures or diminishes your spirit. Even the most painful experiences have served a higher purpose in your soul's education. The angels encourage you to release any lingering resentment or regret about these past connections, recognizing them as necessary steps on your journey toward divine partnership. Type release if you're ready to transmute past relationship pain into wisdom and gratitude. The sacred silence about your coming blessing also serves to keep your energy focused rather than scattered. When we speak too much about developing manifestations, we sometimes dilute our creative power through excessive analysis or by absorbing others' perspectives. Like a laser beam that loses intensity when diffused, your manifestation energy is most powerful when concentrated. The angels encourage you to direct this focused energy toward gratitude for what's coming, toward preparing your heart and life to receive blessing, toward raising your vibration through joy and authentic expression. As you await this divine appointment, the angels encourage you to engage in practices that open your heart center, the energetic gateway through which soulmate connection flows. This might include meditation focused on your heart, conscious breathing that expands your chest, expressions of gratitude that naturally open this energy center, or acts of compassion that exercise your heart's capacity to give and receive love. An open, flowing heart chakra creates the optimal conditions for recognizing and receiving your soulmate when they appear in your life. Type heart if you're willing to engage in these heart-opening practices. Thank you for watching.